back to the Thursdays are the best podcast. Thursdays are the best podcast. Thursdays are the best days podcast. Episode 235, even though I forgot last week was a fun number until the end of the podcast.
Yeah, me too.
That was a special guest episode podcast if
That
I've
was
ever,
worthy of a special guest. It was.
but no. We don't have people. People don't show up in Discord anymore. Unless they get like 10 feet of snow.
It baffles me how we either have 2 or 12 people, and
Yes.
nowhere in between.
I like the in-between. 12 people's so many.
It's a
So many
lot.
things going on.
It's a lot of people.
I can never watch anything of substance when there's like 12 people in here, because someone will say something and then like,
You gotta pause it and come back or rewind.
well, then I either have to have the volume up louder than the
Yep.
people and I can't hear anything, and then someone will be like, Nick, Nick, Nick,
Yep.
and I'm like, I can't hear you, fucker, like, or then you got, it's too quiet and you're like, what? Subtitles.
I've
So,
done that. I have
why
done
does your
that.
headset blink so much? Is it because it needs charge, or is it just because it blinks a lot?
So there's a button
Yeah.
that changes the audio thing to like surround sound or not, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is one of them, and it's a slow blink.
Mm-hmm.
And this is another one, and it's like a triple blink.
Gotcha.
I think it has nothing to do with battery level.
Oh.
I don't think it means anything.
Huh.
It yells at me in my ear when it's low on battery, and it almost deafens me every time.
Bwop, 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 bwop.
That's what it sounds like.
Could you
You're
get
pretty
it?
good.
Can we like code it so it sounds like the bwomp, 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 bwomp?
I wish. Be less hard on my ears, dude. This thing tries to deafen me when it's dead.
Why is hashtag Thicksgiving trending on Twitter?
Hey, excuse me?
I mean, it's exactly what you think. And like more, but like it's like decently trending. Like this one is like me checking to see why Thicksgiving is trending, and it's just like, yeah. Oh, is it because like everyone's gonna get fat for Thanksgiving?
I don't. I can't explain people. Also, I hate that Twitter. You need an account to even look at anything.
Yeah.
Kind of annoying.
So, I mean, some of these are hilarious. Some of them are like turkeys. Some of them, damn. Some of them are like OnlyFans promos. You know, whatevs.
Yeah, I don't
Uh,
know.
Bruno,
Nick,
we finished our 2.5 season of Formula One.
we did. And the last race was very anticlimactic. Like nothing mattered.
Are you happy you've started? I know you were like skeptical at first, I think. Or not skeptical, you,
Um,
you were pseudo like, I just want to try this out to see if it's interesting. Because I think you like probably saw a bunch of stuff about it over the years. Because it's like most fastest racing of all.
I
One
enjoy
of the elite.
myself. I'm not saying that every race is a winner, but I think I'm happy to have started watching it.
Okay.
I I Yeah, I would say I'm happy to have started it. It's annoying when the races mean nothing and nothing fun happens, but I feel like that's all motorsports, to be honest.
Well,
What are your thoughts?
from the very start, the only way I can truly get into sports is two things. One, if I pick a team and I go with it. So like
Yeah,
from the first race, I picked Williams, and like I've gone for it, like
you have
all in. Like
never faltered.
I need a team to support to be interested in a thing, because that's when I can base all of the sport off of how my team is compared to everything else. So
I
I've
feel
now
like you might
invested
have picked not the greatest team though.
in certain regards, no. In other regards, like yes. If there's ever a team to be like not being bored with the possibility of something,
Oh, they got all the possibility.
yeah, it's one of the more enjoyable teams to watch when you like are interested in like results because it's like, are we getting a result?
Yeah.
And most results end up being like for the short term right now, most results are positive. So like you don't have to be upset with like an average result because anything like is mostly
Yeah.
positive.
It can't get worse. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So I'm all in on that. The second way I get into sports is these fucking World Goddamn Cup that I keep putting goddamn bets on and I keep fucking losing because all these teams that are supposedly good are shit in the bed because Fee baited me with a I don't read when I'm placing bets. And apparently Fee doesn't either. So let me get the transcripts. Let me get the
Yeah.
receipts.
Yeah, let me tell me what it is and then tell me what it actually means.
8:36 a.m. Fee post a bet with the thing, give me your blessing to Big Bets Bobby. I'm like, damn, that looks like fine. Like, that at least from everything we know, that seems reasonable. Seems like fine. Let's do this. Then I added Fee. I'm like, yo, if you're already going all in on that, why don't you add a little bit more pizzazz to it? Because it should be just free money. He's like, true, missed out on that free extra cash. And I'm like, I added five. I added that and put $5 down. $4,397.87 $91.87 payout. He's like, oh, let me start talking about else. Then a little bit later, at like 12, he's like, did you choose shots on target? Lol. Then I realized, oh shit, I chose shots on target, and his thing was shots. There's a big difference there, and there's a major difference in odds.
So, shots is that like goalie touches the ball?
No, that's not even like technically sometimes all shots on target. Shots on
Oh.
target is like almost a goal, but just not a goal.
Who makes the call on that?
Yeah, and a shot is just like shooting towards the goal.
Oh god.
So it's very different. And 19 of
And
them is
like
very
19?
yeah, there was only like 3. The
How
game
like
before
how often does that happen even? Get
eh,
19 shots
eh.
on.
Well, the game that ended like
Does
6 or
it
7
happen?
the game that ended like 6 or 7 nothing before that only had like 9 shots on goal.
How? Oh, per team. Okay. Never mind.
Um so yeah. So then apparently Fee placed a bet that was shots on target for his first bet. So we made a second bet that was less like that bet, but like
Okay.
correctly. So me and him were all in on Belgium doing good, and I'm like rooting for them all game, and fucking Canada just insert Norm Macdonald and Fairly On parents. Canada's had it too good for too long. Gotta destroy them, but they like wrecked all my bets. Fucking Germany lost to Japan today. That's a
Yeah.
duo.
What happened with that?
What? That's a
You got
fucking duo.
you guys and the gifts today went a little crazy.
You know, Germany and Japan never good to see them on the world stage together. They're not like, you know, seeing them on like in a world event, you tend not to like those two together. I don't know.
All I know is I went into sports and the gifts were wild today.
Oh yeah, we were the
And
it's
I and
funny
I I
the
made the
German anime.
offhand comment of like, cause you guys went to anime gifts because Japan, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, what happened today with these gifts? You got people posting men And people were like, "Who did that?" And I said, "You."
Well,
He did. The pink hair
oh,
with the German flag. That's a guy.
oh, what series is that from?
Fate.
Okay, I was gonna say. He's like, huh?
You got me.
Yeah. So
You guys went crazy.
yeah, I don't think tomorrow will be that crazy. Well, they have Bills, so they won't be watching some of the games.
Do they have Bills
Oh,
tomorrow?
yep. Oh well, I like the World Cup. It's fun. Oh man, fucking Cameroon plays Switzerland
Yeah,
at 5 a.m. I am not watching that game.
that's nice. That
Yep.
seems a little early.
Uruguay versus South Korea. Eh. Portugal versus Ghana. Eh. Brazil versus Serbia. If Brazil gets upset first game, I'm gonna be all in.
Get
I don't
that
really know
Brazil
where
upset.
Serbia is either.
What was the famous 7-1 game that was Brazil and was it Germany?
Germany. In some sort of like quarter final or something like that. I
Yeah.
forget what like game. I forget what like bracket game it was. Okay. I don't think it was like too late. Patrick hat
Semifinals.
semifinals. Okay. So like yeah.
2014. It's been a meme for that long.
Yeah,
God.
because that was I think that was the Brazilian World Cup.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, that was like the at Brazil World Cup. Because in 2018 it was in Russia, and this year is in Qatar. But I think that one was Brazil. Because the one before that was in 2010. I can't think of where it was in 2010.
Yeah, it was Brazil. It was Brazil's World Cup, and they lost
Yep.
7-1.
Yep.
Oof. That hurts.
That was funny.
It's been funny for years.
Always has been.
I can't
Always
tell you
will.
how many Rocket League matches that I got to 7-1 and somebody types Brazil.
No. Cause yeah, just be like that. You can't be
Like I'm
Brazil.
talking we might have hit like 100 of them over the years. It was that often. Crazy.
Yep. So then Friday we got United States versus England. I'm just gonna go to the bar and drink and like make a bunch of like offhand like see because they're like people I can discriminate against. I'm allowed to discriminate against white people that like
Okay. Fair.
are are from like a nationality that like is okay to shit upon apparently, and especially during a time of nationalist pride of Thanksgiving time and like capitalism of Black Friday. So I can be like, oh yeah, them blokes, bruv, but they gonna get some water, but but they gonna get some water, bruv. In it a shame. So like, and no one's gonna like, I can't be like canceled because of that. I don't think.
Yeah, who knows?
So yeah, bruv, in it, oi. Can't think of anything else right now. I'll get a list.
Go down to the pub and get a bev.
Oh yeah, go down to the uh, what do they call them? Pub? Yeah, they call them pubs.
Yeah. Apparently, like apparently a pub and a bar is a different thing though.
I don't.
Like if you
What's
want to
the
drink just shit beer, you go to a pub.
can, can I get food at a pub?
I think so.
What's a
Yeah.
bar then?
That's where you get beer. Like if you go to a pub, I, I don't know, man. I'm not
Do you get
English. I don't
liquor at
know.
a pub, or do you only get beer at a pub? Seems like a bad business model. I think liquor is like a moneymaker. A tavern or bar?
Pub, you
Uh,
definitely get food. It's like a restaurant.
well, bar, I guess. I don't know. What's a tavern?
A pub.
What?
Oh, see, I remember now. In England, you don't drink beer, you drink ale. You don't go to a pub to get beer. You go to a pub to get ale.
Is is beer ale?
Yes, but no.
Is all ale beer or is all
I
beer
think all
ale?
ale is beer according to the world, but according to them, they're like different things.
Jesus.
So like
I
I think ale is like their shit water beer basically. So you go to the pub, get an ale or like 6 cuz they drink a shit ton. I think that's the story.
this
If you
is
go to a pub and ask for a beer, they're going to look at you funny.
hmm. What? No. I'm just gonna fucking whatever. You know?
So
No.
you go to your bar and hey,
I don't know
bruv,
what I
can
go
I get an
to.
ale?
What? I mean, I'm sure it's some they have craft ales now.
I don't know that they do. I don't. I think that's breaking the spirit of an ale.
What? No, because if you go to like fucking craft brew houses, they're just like, oh yeah, this is a peppermint citrus Hobbs ale.
But that's our beer, not theirs. I think that's. I think there's a disconnect.
Our beer is right. Their beer is wrong.
That's why we left them.
You know, we got the good shit, we got the bad shit, and we got everything in between. In Germany, they have this thing called like a Radler, where it's like I think it's like if I remember right, it's like a lager mixed with uh like a Sprite and or like 7 Up equivalent and maybe something else, but it's like it's for like kids that aren't ready that don't just like the implicit taste of beer and it's just how do they get them to be able to drink beer because they just drink beer a
Gotcha.
lot.
Yeah.
Um yeah, we got what we got is fine. We got you want shit stuff? Whatevs. You want a good beer? You got Yingling. You want you know how many people want that fucking disgusting Hershey's chocolate Yingling beer?
I've never had it.
I tasted it and I was like, well, that's the last time I want to have this in my mouth. And then
I
I moved
usually
on.
honestly just go for Yingling. Like, it's not bad. It's just what it is, and
Yeah, no,
it's good.
yeah, I'm just saying. People like not from the area that can't get the chocolate beer here are just like, oh, grab grab me a case. And I'm like, who wants that shit? Ugh.
I don't.
Not I, says the fish. Um, but yeah. So, huh? Pub, ale, tavern, bar. Any other? What do they have? Hmm.
I don't know. I mm, no clue.
What? So what's their equivalent of a dive bar? Dive pub? Does England have dive bars? Dive bars on like New York. So I'm pretty sure everything. No, but whatever. Less than
I
interesting.
can't be. I can't be bothered.
Can't be bothered. I thought I saw a game the other day, but I can never find it again. That was like a Factorio rip I was gonna send to you. That looked kind of interesting. It was more like 3D,
I
but
see.
not like
Like,
satisfying.
is it Dyson Sphere?
I don't think so. Dyson. They sphere program.
Is it this one?
Uh, no,
No,
no.
because I've heard that
Wasn't.
this one's like not bad.
Yeah, it's a lot of Chinese letters. Oh, Cider got trapped in here. Cider. Whatever. Um,
Cat
you
abuse.
know, that one looks interesting. No, I feel like I saw someone post like a screenshot of it in the Factorio subreddit, and it was like, "All you can do belt balancers here." And then I like looked it up what it was. Um,
This
but it
week,
had
sometime or
what?
today?
I don't remember. It was like this probably in the past week. Um, I don't know. It was like 3D. I'm like, huh. Bruno and I would like another game like that.
Mm,
I don't think we'd say no. God, so many fucking weird designs they build.
yeah. You see these like hexagon things?
Bro, you're not gonna convince me I need to learn hexagonal like building structure. Um, can I Google like Factorio subreddit belt balancers? Uh, back.
I don't think that's gonna get you anything you're interested in.
Yeah, and this. I'm just trying to think of like a title.
Yeah. Reddit search is terrible though.
Whatevs.
And it's hard to find
Whatever.
specifics like that sometimes with Google even.
But yeah,
Yeah, I don't see it.
can't find the game anymore.
Gone forever to the ether.
Yeah. I gotta let Cider out. She's upset that she's trapped here, even though she sat under the futon and got herself in her own this own mess.
So it's happy Thanksgiving.
It is Thanksgiving.
Got any plans?
Yeah, Madeline works.
Kinda sucks, but that means
Yeah,
some
just
other
gotta go down to my
holidays,
parents.
you know.
Means I have to go to less places.
True.
So I'll just go down there to my parents, grab some food, come home, eat, give her leftovers, and do nothing else. That's about
Isn't
it.
that how that works though? That like they swap holidays.
Yeah.
So like you have to work some, don't have to work others.
Yep. That's the general gist.
Yeah.
But then so she works like Christmas and Thanksgiving this year, and then she picked up Christmas Eve, so then she has all of New Year's Eve or like all of New
Okay.
Year's off, so we can like actually go out and enjoy New Year's.
It's nice. At
Um,
least you got a good solid one.
yep. Uh, the I don't think sometimes her family does like weekend Thanksgiving stuff, but I don't think that's happening this year because they
Gotcha.
want to do it on like Thanksgiving because everyone will be more around on Thanksgiving. But that just means I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to like go down on like the weekend to do like more Thanksgivings.
Yeah. Get
So
it
that's
over
kind of
with.
nice.
But
Except Saturday, I'm gonna be fucking waking up gaming, board gaming.
yeah, you were telling me about that board game.
Yeah,
What was it called again? So I can pull it up quick.
Twilight Imperium, fourth edition. Imperium. It is like the board game of board games. It is
This thing
like
looks like a monster.
it. Yes.
Like when you see this laid out, that's a that's a lot, dude.
Yeah. I like everyone talks about it that they love it, and I'm sure I will love it. It's just like
It just looks like a lot.
it's a
I'm sure
learning
it'll be good
curve.
though.
Yeah, I plan on ruining a lot of other people's day. If anything else, I can bring misery to someone's 12 hours. Cause it'll be like,
Sounds about
here's what
right.
happens. If it's a 12-hour game, by hour 2, I'll be pretty convinced I know enough to know I'm not in a good spot.
Yep.
I'll spend the next 3 hours trying to get myself in a recovery position.
Look at the size of that table,
Yes.
and it's covered.
Once I realize I'm not in a position to recover myself, I'm gonna spend the next couple hours figuring out how to like screw over people that have been annoying me all game. And then the last hour, I'm just gonna like probably want it to be done because I'll be like, holy shit, I can't
How
like.
many people is it going to be? Do you know?
I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess 6.
Okay.
I think it's like 2 to 6 players max. Don't think you can have more than 6. And I think they said they needed one more, which means they probably wanted to play with. Yeah,
Three
okay,
to
three to
six,
six.
and best with six is what this website's saying.
Yeah. So my guess is they were trying to hit the 6.
Sounds about right. Probably.
I made a cheat sheet today, or I got that cheat sheet I sent you the other night.
You printed out that paper? Yeah.
Printed it out. I got it laminated.
Nice.
I understand how to laminate things. I'm basically an elementary school teacher. I can fucking laminate them. Um, that thing is that. So I wanted to. So the one part was like really small when you like print it on a regular piece of paper. So I was like, I went to the graphic design woman at work, and I was like, hey, can we like just cut this? Can we like make this part bigger so I can like put it on the back and like I can read the small print? So she like whips out Photoshop and she like does it as a job, so she like knows her way around Photoshop.
Yeah.
The random at like whoever built it, the random things and layers they link shit on, she's like, I have no idea what this person was doing, but she like eventually got it all like um. But yes, so I laminated it, and that's basically gonna be like my little Bible. It's not how to play. Well, it's not how to play, but it's like the things I need to
It's
remember
like
to do.
the things you can do or should be
Cause
doing.
like on a on an action turn, if you take a strategic action, you can do up to 5 different actions within that strategic action. So it's not like you just like, oh, I'm doing this. You can like move, invade, attack, produce all in one action because you spend a token. You only have so many tokens to spend to do actions. So you can do a lot of shit when you spend that token. You can't spend it's just so
Yeah.
many.
It sounds like a lot. A lot of
I
decisions to be made.
yes. I learned the game in the past. I like did all the watching or did a lot of learning. Then we never got played because it's like getting. I think like people backed out and they didn't want to like waste the time on it because there was not enough people. So I kind of forgot about it again. This time it hasn't been canceled, so like I'm actually going to play this time, and we'll see. It's like it'll be like a cross off of if you ever play board games with someone, they'll be like, "Oh, have you played Twilight Imperium?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," and you're like, be like, say no, you're like, "Oh, you gotta play it." It's like, "Oh, let's do it." Like, well, I don't have the time. So am I supposed to be able to like, "Oh yeah, I've played it." Um, that's my Saturday. Sunday, I'm gonna try to fix some doors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got some weird doors. You were talking about it
yeah.
before.
I think the door on this room, it's like I don't know why they cut it really short, so it's like an
Yeah.
inch off the ground,
Mm, yep.
and then it's like I don't know why, but I think they cut it like narrower, but then they overcut it a little narrower, and it like shuts weird.
Sounds like you need to fix the door.
Yeah. Then like I don't know with like new doors. I know like when you look at a new door, they normally do 3 hinge, but all the ones here are 2 hinge. So like I don't know
Okay.
if if I go to a new door, if I need to like uh, if
I
like
mean,
a two
you could
hinge is
probably just
fine.
not use the middle hinge.
I don't know. Like yeah, I have to like do reading if it's like oh well they recommend the third hinge because the like how much weightier they might. I don't know.
I mean, you can still buy cheap doors.
I mean I'm gonna buy a cheap. Like I don't know. Should you
Like, for
use a?
instance, this door. I know this door because I've purchased one of these doors. It's like a $120 door, but it's all like real wood and it's a 6 pane door and all that mumbo jumbo. But yeah, I bought a door unfinished with none of the things done to it. So I bought the whole door, like a blank, because I made a sliding door out of it.
Mhm.
So, and I
Yeah,
had I changed the size of the door. That's why. Like, I redid the framing of the door larger. It was a whole
yeah.
thing.
A lot of this is saying just use 3 hinges. It'll be better for like sagging. Whatever. So I have to learn how to like. Well, have you ever so you've hung a door?
Uh, I haven't done everything from scratch in the traditional sense. No.
I was gonna ask how you align hinges.
Yeah, I haven't really done that too much.
Gotcha.
Can't help you out too much there.
Nope. I'll have to get a little chisel so I can chisel out the wood. And I don't really think
I
that's a
don't know what
multi-tool.
the correct tool would be for that. I don't know if you would use a router or a chisel. I mean, I guess
Use a
a
route.
chisel would be fine probably.
Yeah.
You just have to, you know, do it
How
slowly probably.
how to um how to hang a door. What about tips for hanging doors?
Hmm.
Jigsaw, such as square, tape measure, utility knife. Do do do. Oh, it's basic. God,
They're
show me what I'm.
chiseling in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, but how do you? I guess they just want you to measure.
Yeah, they're saying like measure down and yeah. One hinge is located
Assuming.
7 inches from the top of the door, and the other's 11 from the bottom.
See that like, I don't know, because you don't. The doors don't touch it. I guess whatever. Whatevs. I'll watch some videos. It's a good door because it's like a shitty door, so it'll be a good door to practice on.
If you have a third hinge, typically used for heavier doors, it would be placed directly in the middle of the other two hinges.
Check if
Yeah.
door fits with the 1/8 gap on the side. Um, you wait, you like
What's up?
on the. See, I know you like recess the. Oh, do you recess
Recess
the
both.
hinges on the door too?
Yeah. Yep.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Yep. Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
that how to replace a door. That's what how to replace a
Here, I can
door.
send you this if you want this link.
No, no, no. Because how do you
No?
replace a door? Talks about
True.
um like figuring
Is
out
that my
shit.
uncle?
Um, hmm?
car, driveway. I think uncle.
Yo,
Definitely
get
uncle.
get out the Glock. Fucking, where's the turrets? Is he allowed? Don't they need to like hit some button before they come up your driveway? Do you have any signs at the end of it being like, "Yo, private, we don't call 911 here."
Care blasting.
Is he in your driveway, or is he in like your grandma's and let's just point
He
it towards your grandma?
he came in my driveway and parked above her house. See, like, her driveway goes to her garage, which is
Mm-hmm.
in the basement. It's like on ground level. But then the rest of the house is also on ground level because it's like a day. Think of it like a daylight basement, but instead of a
Mm-hmm.
door, it's a garage. But like the door that people come in to her house by is usually her back door,
Oh my God. Sorry.
which is easier to get to from my driveway.
You put the old door on top of the new door, and then you just mark the hinge. Fuck, that's so much
Just
easier.
slap them butt to butt. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably easy enough. Unless you want to adjust it, but then you can figure that out. It's easy
Yeah.
enough.
They'll look fine. Well, no, because I don't want to refuck up the door frame ones. Like where they are now, I just wanted to stay where they are now, because they already like are on the door. Like they're already like
Yeah,
recessed. The
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the third one,
But like,
the
if
third
you
one
want to
doesn't matter.
move, if you want to move the door up, you can do that when you're transferring the marks. I'm saying, if the height of the door is incorrect, you could do something.
Well, if the height of the door is incorrect, I'll just like I'll get my like fence and I'll do a circular saw and I'll just trim off the top.
Good. Yeah.
Or I
Yeah.
guess if you're saying it's too high, but
I'm
I don't
saying
know.
if the height's not if it's too low and there's space at the bottom, you could move the. You're fine.
Yeah.
You got it taken care of. You got it. You got
Let me
this.
take a picture. See, I think they just fucked up this door. I'm taking a picture. Send it to r/discord / podcast / text / get that.
Yeah, that's a door gap. You might need some of that because of the carpet, but
I need some of that, not like fucking.
that seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Well, yeah, cause like,
You could probably take like half an inch off of that if I had to guess.
cause
So like I would take good measurements because there's a lot of different door sizes, by the way.
yeah. Well, these doors are fucking normal.
My doors are normal too, but I've got like
No,
three
look at
different
the.
sizes.
I sent a new picture.
Oh, okay. I missed the new picture. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, that's a door.
Yes.
I'm just saying that like there are a lot of different door sizes, both height, width.
Oh yeah. No, I just have to measure. I have my tape measure on me.
Yeah.
Thought I did have one in the desk, but I think Madeline kept stealing it. She learned how to hang blinds yesterday.
You need to buy stuff from Harbor Freight and find the free tape measure coupons.
Bro, I have, I don't need infinite. I don't need
I
infinite
have
tape
like
measures.
6 of them.
I'm sure you do. I have like 4,
But it's kind
but
of
they
nice
always.
because they're just everywhere.
Yeah, I guess. Yes.
But I also have a good one that's like, hey, I need a tape measure. I want to use the good one, not the piece of shit one from Harbor Freight.
I don't know. Fuck. whatevs. 'Cause I want to measure. I need to put in my phone the measurements of those windows. 'Cause I think I want to get blinds too. I have the curtains, but then like
The
I want
curtains, not
blinds.
blinds. Yeah, I got you.
Um. Oh, we were talking about impact guns yesterday. I wanted to ask you a question about your impact gun because you said it was older.
Yep, it's like
How is
11 years
what
old.
is the attachment style of your impact gun? Is it like
It's
a like
it's the same standard hex thing.
well,
Or
so
do
it's
you
not
mean
like
like
a
how do I release it?
yeah, so it's not like a drill, not like an impact gun. You have like the twist top where you like because it accommodates like the different like bit size heads.
Yeah, no, it's
Is
it's the
this like
same as like all impact drivers are pretty much the same. Where they're
it's like a lock
it's
like
a I think it's a 3/8 hex shank
yeah.
that has the ball detent, so it locks in. Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know if yours was old enough that they like didn't have that standard at
no,
that time or like
no, that's been the same for a while.
okay. Yes.
Um,
Yo,
so
bro, your drill got
mine,
Wi-Fi?
no, dude, this
You,
is this is the new fancy shit.
bro, your drill got
Um,
Wi-Fi?
but my head also isn't flanged like this or whatever you want to call it. But I have to pull that forward to
Yes.
release the bit
Yes.
in mine.
Oh.
Some of them are different. Some of them
I'm
you
like
got to pull them back or twist them or some I
yeah.
don't know.
I'm like poorly explaining it stuff to you, but I have them like it's like
That's like a
uh
Jacob's chuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
A drill is a chuck. An impact is a hex shank that just slots in and locks. Yeah. Like how does yours come off?
I'm just like pull it out.
Okay. Do you have to hold the collar as you pull the bit out? Or does it
No, well,
like
I like pull
lock?
the call.
Oh, it shoves itself out.
Yes.
Oh, fancy. Mine doesn't do that.
And then like when I put the bit in, it automatically like I don't have to
Yeah. You don't have to do
then
anything to put it in. It's just mine
auto
doesn't
eject.
shove it out. I have to like do a weird grab thing and pull it out while I'm pulling the collar. It's a little annoying, but
Yep.
you get good at it. It doesn't bother me now, but it's a difference. Lights are nice.
Do you have lights?
I do.
I'm curious on the differences of the old what they like what
Like
was
mine
considered
was
fancy.
my
That one's
mine was
stubby up
like
there.
before. Yeah, those are nice looking. Mine was before brushless motors were really a big thing. So mine has brushes, and it's pretty chunky as far as impact guns go. That
So
does look very nice and convenient to get into tight spots, though.
yeah,
The little stubby thing.
stub
Not
boy,
worth the upgrade to me, but
stub
does
master
look
general.
nice.
Oh, I installed my inters my interwebs this week, and
Yeah?
yeah, it would have been so much easier with one other person.
What do you mean what did you do?
I just ran my internet lines. Like I cut
Oh,
out
okay.
holes and ran cables
Yeah,
throughout the basement.
nice.
But it's always easier as a
To have another person pulling shit.
yeah. Plus I use solid core cable, which I should use because it's a this type of run, but I hate solid core cable because it's so fucking annoying to like not bend and like
Oh, I think mine's solid. Well, is mine solid? I think it is.
technically if you did it right it should be.
I think my cable was also rated for like plenum too, but
Solid core is just I don't really I know there is a difference and I can't like recite you the difference, but like it's I don't know if it's better, but like it's what you're
it stranded cable doesn't hold electricity as well over longer distances. That's why they want
yeah.
solid. If I search cat on Amazon, okay, that's old stuff. Shit, it's not on. Shit.
But then it's like weird and then it's like waxy.
That's to help it come out of the box, I think.
No, like inside the fucking
Oh,
sheath of the
inside.
bowl. Yeah, I
What rating cable did you buy?
believe it's Cat 6.
Okay, me too. Yeah, I bought Cat 6 copper solid riser rated cable.
Really annoying to fucking put in keystones when you have to like extend and bend. Like caps are
Yeah.
one thing, but when you have to do the actual like weird ass keystones that you have to like get them in a certain pattern.
Yeah. This is what I bought.
Mono price.
Yeah. I don't know. I have certain things that I look for, like solid actual copper, and make sure the gauge isn't like real cheap shit.
Yep.
Because when I buy this cable, I tend to be doing long runs, so I'd rather have it be good cable for it. So
Mhm.
I try and pay a little bit of attention. And it's
Try
not
as you may.
like super expensive. This was like $30, I think, or something
Gotcha. That's not bad.
for 250 foot. You know, it's a lot cheaper than buying pre-made cables, and then it's neater too. It usually ends up being neater. So
Um, yeah, but I got my. Do you have your own? I guess you have your own like stuff. I looked at like getting my own tools to terminate, but I'm like, holy shit, they're expensive. I just borrowed my ones from work.
I uh I have a crimper for caps. I don't have the stuff to do keystones or a patch panel though.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just haven't done it. I would probably buy them though if I really felt like it.
Yeah, Bruno. I did it. I did it for the next person. I did it legit. I'm sending a picture.
Yeah, well,
Look at that. Look at
I don't. So, did
that.
you
Look at that.
put it in a box or did you just get one of those like drywall, cut a hole out and shove this thing in so you can put a plate on it things?
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking putting this shit in a box.
Yeah,
I'm getting an empty
okay.
box.
I'm just checking how you went about it. That's all.
I ain't getting
Like,
no
what would
box.
I need to buy? I would need to buy a punch down tool,
Mhm.
and that's it, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's all you need.
I bought a tool recently. They're
What'd you
like
buy?
they're $12.
Not when you like go to the Lowe's aisle. They're like
Okay,
60.
sure.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't do that.
I know. I just like looked at it and I was like, holy shit.
I bought a deburring tool because I'm tired of almost cutting myself with a razor blade.
How often does this? How?
Often enough, man. Like you cut a PVC pipe and want to get the burrs off of it, you just take one of these
Yeah.
and go zhoop, instead of taking a razor blade and like almost slicing your thumb open every time.
You know.
It was a
Whatever.
lightning deal too, even. It just happened to be a lightning deal when I was looking for it.
Buys a fancy fucking knife now, and then doesn't want to try to use it for everything. Has to buy a deburring tool.
Well, like, okay, I'm not going to take a knife and run it along metal. This I will. And this
Fair.
is made to do that. And it won't
Whatever.
cut the shit out of me.
Eh.
There have been many cases where I'm like, man, should have had that. Now I have it.
Now you have it.
I don't know, man. You talked about tools, and I remembered that I bought one.
Yeah. No.
I tend to be a bit of a tool collector.
It's easy because you're like, oh, I want that.
Well, like, also, like, for instance, when I did all the work for my dad's bathroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh, we want to drop the floor so it's a no curb shower. Okay. We were like, hey, we want to do this. How much would you charge to do this? And he was like, well, that's like $400. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll just do it myself and buy a framing nailer to make it easier on myself. So I'm saving money, buying a framing nailer, having a framing nailer, and it's done. And I made it
You did the
easier on
plumbing for
myself.
that thing?
I did everything except tiling. So yes.
How did you do plumbing? Did you do like just PEX or did you do copper?
Fucking CPVC and copper.
You you
It
can
was a
solder
bit of a
copper
nightmare.
confidently?
I mean, sure, I did it. It hasn't
Okay,
leaked. So yeah,
that's good. Good.
it was a. Let me see if I can find a picture of
That
that
whole bathroom
nightmare.
project sounded like a nightmare.
It, bro, turned out great, but holy shit, was that a nightmare?
Were you expect when you like took on the project? Were you expecting
Oh,
it
I
to be
knew.
that
I
bad?
knew.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Did you reframe the whole? Did you reframe the whole thing? Like put new drywall and stuff up?
Not the whole thing, no. So I took out like a one piece Kohler shower,
Mm-hmm.
like the fiberglass.
Yep.
Cut that thing into like six pieces to get it out. Um,
So you have fibers in your lungs.
it's not the first time. Um, okay, 28. I need to go to that date. Took that out, extended the dividing wall that was between the toilet and the shower,
Mm-hmm.
extended that a foot out further, so that was framing. I did all the plumbing to put in an overhead shower head, a mixing valve, and a diverting valve, and a handheld shower wand.
Mm-hmm.
All the plumbing to connect all that shit, which is a spider web of plumbing. And then framed in a shelf, an
Mm-hmm.
inset shelf, framed out to put grab handles behind the tile. Did drywall where it needed to be drywall, cement board where it needed to be cement board, cut out the floor, dropped it level with the floor joists, changed the door. That's where I did the door. I took the framing out where the door was because there's a wall there and the
Mm-hmm.
door was skinny. So I took the framing out and reframed it to a different size door. Moved light switch, put in another light switch with a gang box to go up to a shower light, put in a shower light. It was a bunch of moving, all kinds of shit. Changed the plumbing for the sink to be coming from the floor to coming in the wall because it's a floating vanity now.
Mm.
Um, it,
So you're,
it was a lot.
so what you're telling me is some plumber is gonna look at that in the future and be, what the fuck?
No, it's not. It's not bad.
It's not bad. Immediately start searching.
No, I'm searching for. I'm trying to get to that. Whatever the fucking year was that
Should
I
have gone
did
all
that.
out and tiled.
But I didn't do tiling. I'm not. I ain't a tiler. That ain't for me, dog. When the fuck was this?
I would have maybe attempt a bathroom if it wasn't our only bathroom and or it
See,
wasn't a new
that's where it's
bathroom.
bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when it's rough.
And or it's a new bathroom in the basement where you have to like I feel like I could possibly learn everything, but the idea of like figuring out how to get things away from the bathroom is like the big part. So yeah,
Okay.
'cause you can like,
Where are all of my pictures?
cause you go the easy route and send it north to go over to the pipe, but there is like piping underneath the concrete, so without having to deal, so you could just use a bunch of gravity stuff, but you have to go under, like you have to like dig up concrete.
Yeah, that's not great.
No.
Okay. Like this one's not a bad picture. So this was so you've got a toilet over here, there was a dividing wall, I extended that wall, put in a an overhead shower head.
Oh, I thought you meant like a rain shower head.
Nah, I mean kinda. Not quite. So that had to get plumbed. So there's a line coming down, and on this wall, there's a diverting valve on the right. So this plumbing goes to that valve. Plumbing goes from that valve over to a handheld shower head, and then it goes from that valve to the mixing valve, which is the temperature control. Then the mixing valve gets hot and cold. Um, and then moved like drain lines, drain and supply lines for that's not going to work, is it? Drain lines and supply lines, it came up through the floor in the past. I'd moved them to be in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Re-drywalled this wall because there was a mirror glued to the wall and it came off terribly, so just redid that whole drywall. Reframed the door bigger, like I said. Moved this light switch because it was where the door was. It previously put supply lines for the sink. It was a lot of shit. Hung a light.
Hung a light. Damn, might as well just
Yeah,
call
I mean,
you.
I had to move that box because it wasn't. It was
Yeah.
where it was previously, kind of thing. It was a lot of like little shit, but it was like a lot of little shit. Trying to see. I feel like I'm. This isn't like me. I usually take pictures of shit, and there's like
I
no
know.
pictures. Oh yeah, okay. Here's one. Maybe my timing's off. You know, I moved a vent for heat. That got moved because it was a side vent. Made it a floor vent. Inset this floor. All this cement board and drywall work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was
Work.
there was a lot going on.
Was there trim around it, or was the tile? Do you do trim with tile?
Yeah, there's like a baseboard trim. Oh, now I lost it. Hold on. Where was that? Give me that picture back. Around here somewhere. Shit. They did. The tile guys did that though, because it was like tile trim.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find a picture that has the trim.
Hmm.
So it's just like, it's basically just like baseboard. It's like
Yeah.
baseboard, but it's just made out of tile and looks like it works with it. So
Gotcha.
I swear there's more pictures of this.
I was gonna say this is pretty weird for you.
I know.
You document your life, but
I
not
try
you.
to, because when you guys ask shit, then I have a picture of like, hey, this is what I did. Look at it.
Yeah.
But now I'm having trouble finding it. Bro, it's like a black hole, man. I don't know what it is.
Oh well. We can move on. Does your hardware in your bed Do you know you can? They now sell matching hardware for like you can match your like shower fixtures and all that stuff with your like toilet fixture. They sell like all the same like style and colors and stuff now.
Oh, it is. Like
Yeah.
faucet, shower fixtures, towel hangers,
Mhm.
light fixture. It's all matched. I even tried to match the cover plate for switches and outlets the best I could. I got pretty close.
Gotcha.
It's all like brushed nickel stuff that I bought.
Hmm. What else? We're already an hour in. Damn. I feel like we've just talked about like random ass tools.
Basically.
Oh, I've been loving the unlimited water of the fridge. I never
Yeah?
will live without that again. I don't know if you have that.
Yeah, I do. It's plumbed in. I plumbed it in when I got a new fridge.
Fucking knife.
Ice maker too. It's good.
I don't really use ice that much.
No?
No, because like I'll this water bottle is filled
Yeah.
and
You go through it quick.
well no. Well, yes. Don't get me wrong, yes. But like let's say the rest of the night if I don't take a drink of water, I'll like leave this at my desk. Tomorrow, I'll like come
Oh,
back.
it would be sweat and just be wet or what?
Well, like I'll leave this at my desk. Like if I drink like half of this tonight and
Yeah.
I wake up tomorrow and I say, "Oh, I'm just going to sit at my computer a few hours before I leave." I'll drink the rest of that bottle of water. Now let's
Gotcha.
say now let's say I go on a trip for a week and I drink half of this. When I come back, I'm just going to drink the rest of that bottle of water. Like I'm
Yeah. I got you.
I'll drink I won't refill this until it's like done.
Empty. Yeah.
So cold water isn't necessarily a thing I like need because I won't like constantly go get new fresh cold water. See this
I
water
got you.
bottle?
Yeah.
You know,
Do you
the
like
last time
that
I
one or the
washed
old ones?
what? This one's
Do you
fine.
like the new one or the old ones?
Like
One's
this
okay.
one is slightly curved.
Yeah.
It got some like hourglass going. The flat one or the like old the
I mean, if all you
yeah.
ever put in is water, you know, how often do you really need to wash it?
Oh no, fuck. Madeline's always like, it's disgusting. It's gonna get moldy, and then all the ones she washes all the down to him, they're the ones that get moldy.
Sounds like that's the problem.
The last time I watched this, I don't know, years. Unless she
Could have
washes
been.
it without me knowing. It's in my opinion, it's like a cast iron pan. It's been seasoned.
Yeah.
Don't need you killing all that good seasoning with soap.
Damn. Soap.
You never get the soap bottle out or taste out until you like get one of those like glass cleaners that shoot the water. I tried the insulated version of that one. Not as good. Um,
Why do I
those
have
new
this
ones
picture?
like do the fucking like pods. Those are dumb.
Why do I have this?
What do you have? That's me.
That is fee. I don't know why I have it though.
You know whatevs. You just have you need to like organize your pictures.
See, usually Google,
Google's good
so
enough. I
Google is good enough that I can search through my photos and just find what I'm looking for. It doesn't work when I don't take pictures. That's the problem here.
hmm, maybe you should set reminders to take a picture every day. Um, huh. Well, how do we? Oh, no one's up there. We can make it another 10 minutes. We can do it, Bruno.
Here, I can. Here's a picture.
Legend,
This is when
legend.
I. So, Lawler,
Mhm.
which is someone that came to my stream before, I think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty damn sure he was like around me and Fee when we streamed. He turned into one of the people who casts the professional games of Rocket League.
Yeah.
And this was a game that I guess I played against him. It's pretty neat.
Didn't you have? Do you have a picture of the time you faced off against like a pro or something like that?
I'm somewhere, sure, yeah. Or like Dead Mouse, played against him.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of. Not the pro, but
I
dead
remember
mouse.
playing pros too, though. That's
I
not
just
as
remember.
common though.
No, I just remember you like. I remember there was someone big that you guys were like, "Oh my god!"
Dead
And then you
Mouse
like,
was a big one. Dead Mouse was like, holy shit, we're playing Dead Mouse.
mm-hmm.
That one was a little surprising.
Um, but yeah. What? Sorry. What are your plans? I know lasagna. You're gonna have a big ass
No,
lasagna tomorrow.
no lasagna.
What?
As hard as I try, I cannot get her to make lasagna for Thanksgiving. It's a no go.
Oh, I thought.
Lasagna's
Sorry.
Christmas.
Okay. For some
I
reason
get
I thought.
lasagna for Christmas and Easter, but not Thanksgiving and not New Year's.
Damn, she really hates you.
I know, right?
Is that
Well,
like
like,
an? Is
I,
that like a?
I don't think so. I think it's just that's
Is
us.
that
I don't
like
know.
a per? Is this like a hate crime against? Is this a hate crime?
All I know is
Is she
every
Italian?
holiday. No, she's not. She's German.
Oh,
Her husband was Italian, and he always wanted Italian food. So she
now now
was
protests.
Italian.
So now she protests.
No, I mean,
Can you ask her first? Can you have her make some schnitzel
she does that sometimes, yeah.
with some spätzle and
I I
cabbage?
always try to get me lasagna on holidays. Never happens.
Bro,
New Year's is always spaghetti and pork and sauerkraut.
bro, that's just disgusting.
It's like sauerkraut's like the Pennsylvania Dutch tradition. So it's like it's really a spaghetti dinner with like sauce with meatballs and sausage and beef in it. But then or sorry, not beef, pork. That's pork. But then the Pennsylvania Dutch comes out and you have to eat sauerkraut on New Year's cuz it's like a good luck thing. So like
Bro,
that gets made too.
bro, I'm not eating. I'm not gonna have some pork and sauerkraut. Then be like, oh, let me tape that off with some like spaghetti.
Christmas is always lasagna, but then it ends up being like all kinds of other shit too. Like you get ham and filling and she always makes Brussels sprouts and mashed potatoes and all kinds of shit. And then Easter's it's always lasagna. And usually all that other shit too.
Hmm. Well,
And fettuccine sometimes.
fettuccine Alfredo.
Yep.
I thought Alfredo was not Italian.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Damn. Is is
It was actually born in Italy, but precisely in Rome. However, the truth is, it didn't take off in Italy. So who knows?
hey hey Giuseppe? Yeah, what up, Tony? Giuseppe Tony. Um Anthony.
That it's the same name, Tony Anthony. You know,
Oh hey. No, because there's so many of them. They probably all have to go by their own different version. Like there's probably like
we gave up that.
Tony,
No,
Anthony,
there's they're all the
Anton.
same. Your name is your name. We just have to fucking deal with it.
No,
There's
no.
so. Do, I don't know if you understand how many Tonys and Vinces there are in my family.
Oh, hey, Vincent, Tony. Yeah, Vincent, Tony.
So many.
Hey, oh, hey.
That's crazy that you found my family.
I, in my attempt to just be insensitive towards Italians, you guys prove my own point and make it not a hate crime. You, you turned what was supposed to be me being like very
I turned
rude.
what was supposed to be a joke and be like, haha, funny, funny, into, oh yeah, I know him. He is my family.
Yeah, so just stop. Just stop being all related.
He gets sauerkraut from me. I'm being dead serious. I'm going to
I'm
see him
100%.
soon and give
You
him
want to see him soon?
sauerkraut. Maybe it depends on how things work out, but probably sometime between like before New Year's, we'll try and get him sauerkraut.
I don't
He
know.
usually
Watch
comes
out.
over and sees my grandmother.
Yeah, and that's when you're like, oh yeah, hey, how's Nick doing? He'll be like, see, I don't know. His memory's starting to be weird. He like won't remember things at times, but he'll be like, Nick, Nick who? And you'll be like, you work with an IT guy named Nick. He'll be like, ah, Nick, that's right. How do you know him again? And you'll be like, oh, on the computer. He's like, yeah, he's an IT guy.
That's probably how it would go.
Yeah, just hired someone new today. And I'm like, oh yeah, where are they gonna sit? And he just looks at me. He's like, I don't know. Like, wow, it's a shame. I really don't. I have my own desk, so whatever.
New IT or just new employee?
I think they're getting like a new like person in HR,
Oh, okay.
and like that's why I was asking him where they like his like it's a him employee.
Gotcha.
Sometimes sometimes people just hire people and then they don't like think about like
We need another person. Oh, what do they need? Ah, who knows? We'll figure that out.
yeah. You you'd be surprised.
I don't think
The
I
amount of
would
people
be.
no,
I think I understand that.
the amount of people we hire that like I get all set up and they just never the amount of no shows is staggering.
Okay, I probably would be surprised at that.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'll be like, hey, they were supposed to start today. Want me to get them set up? And they're like, oh yeah, they never showed up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, they're not starting. Oh yeah, I should have told you that earlier. They failed the drug test. Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other excuses I've been told.
Yeah.
Sometimes they start and I get handed back their stuff, and I'll be like, oh yeah, they got in a fight in the parking lot. That was the quickest start to fire was a truck driver. Gave him his phone around like lunchtime on like like on Wednesday. On Thursday, I was handed back his phone. I'm like, oh, he's not working here anymore. He's like, no. One of the truck, one of the loaders was loading up his truck. The driver was upset with something, and he like tried to punch him, and then he's gone. I'm like, okay. It's like 24 hours. That was the quickest hire to fire other than people not starting. That was the quickest like actually starting the job and then not being in the job I saw.
Yeah.
Mm, it's been a lot. There's been one position I filled like 15 to 20 times since I've started.
God damn.
Yeah, it's like cursed. There's one desk
Do you
in the one
tell him it's
office.
cursed?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I heard he's the guy that looks like Tiger. He's the one that you helped me Photoshop the picture of Tiger King.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Gotcha.
Um, that's what we call him. He's the king, but
That's him.
it's like one of his employees. There's a desk that everyone that's sitting there is getting pregnant now. So like, don't sit there if you don't want to get pregnant.
Got some cursed positions.
Yeah, it's like the second person in a row that said that Des has gotten pregnant now, so they're worried about the third person doing it. Um, Other than that, there's a guy that there was a guy that I think he just retired last week, but he was like a plant guy. He was like, so he's been like working like manufacturing job his whole life, and he's like older. He looked like he was like 60 some, like good retirement age. I'm like, it must be like one of the greatest feelings for a guy like that who's only ever worked on like manufacturing to now have like this whole week of Thanksgiving off and like going into the holidays, he now has just like all the time off he wants because
Yeah.
something he probably has never had. Like he gets like the bare minimum holidays from just being like an average like manufacturer worker. Now he'll probably get bored eventually because just a way different lifestyle. But like at least for now, like this year being like all the day before Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, the day after, you have it all off to do whatever you want.
Yeah. It's probably nice.
Yeah, but yep. No other
Well, what
real
do you think?
Christmas. I think we can call it there.
Call it for Thanksgiving?
Call it Thanksgiving because you know why? That's all we got for this week's episode of Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
Goodbye. See you later.